You may be seated. Welcome to South High School. Faculty, students, families, friends, and Board of Education. Thank you for coming to support the class of 2021 as they celebrate a new chapter. Our class had to endure many obstacles during our years at South. Despite everything, we've been able to continue our education thanks to all our teachers and parents who have encouraged us to persevere. We've gone through the renovation of our building and have seen many changes. We are so proud of all that's been accomplished. Our class has many memories to remember that has brought us to this very day. The things we have achieved and the friends we've made will go with us to help us on our way. So once again, welcome to graduation of Salina High School South, class of 2021. At this time, would all senior ensemble members make your way to the front?
As time goes by. We are very privileged to have the talents of the senior ensemble and the South High Band at our graduation ceremony today. Please give them another round of applause. It is my honor to welcome family, friends, and guests to the commencement celebration for the Salina High School South graduating class of 2021. At this time, I would like to recognize several dignitaries for their hard work this past year. All of the faculty and staff members from South High, please stand. I've been honored to work with the faculty and staff of South High in helping guide and support our students in order to reach this milestone today. It's been a challenging year in education and for our faculty and staff. A pandemic, masks, social distancing, multiple schedule changes, and perhaps the most difficult task of all, breaking in a new principal. Thank you for your countless hours designing and executing exemplary instruction. And thank you especially for all the extra effort of redesigning your teaching throughout the year to meet the needs of our students. Please join me in applauding our passionate and dedicated faculty and staff. Thank you and thank you. Additionally, I'd like to recognize the people joining us on the platform. I would ask that they stand as they are introduced and that applause is held until all of the names have been read. I'd like to begin by recognizing the USD 305 Board of Education members for their commitment to the students of Salina Public Schools. Many do not realize that they are volunteer and are not paid for their time, and they spend countless hours reviewing policies and proposals, attending meetings and training sessions, as well as spending a great deal of time at school and district events. Representing the USD 305 School District are Board President Gabe Grant, Vice President Jim Fletcher, Mark Bondre, Emma Doherty, Scott Gardner, Dana Casso, Ann Zimmerman, and USD 305 Superintendent Lynn Exline. Representing South High, Assistant Principal Julie Falcon, Assistant Principal Scott Chrisman, Senior Counselor Melanie Goodrich, Senior Class Sponsor Larry Nutter, and today's special guest, Danny Lemon. Thank you for your hard work and thank you for your dedication. The class of 2021 certainly has overcome some challenges that no other senior class has ever had to face, but their successes and accomplishments extend far beyond the global threat of a virus, and I believe that through this adversity, these students will develop into a truly great generation of adults. High school is not only a time to grow academically and intellectually, it is a time to develop social connections that will be remembered and cherished for the rest of your lives. If nothing else, masks, social distancing, and quarantines reinforced how much we really need interaction and connections with each other, whether that's in the classroom, at a basketball game, a theater production, or in the Commons area. Even though the pandemic disrupted our routine, this group of students made the best of their senior year. South High seniors excelled in academics despite the looming threat of remote learning and having to persevere in two different hybrid schedules. These students became masters of communication technology through Google and Zoom. They excelled in athletics and activities, while for some of the year being watched only on NFHS rather than having the gymnasium stands full with cheering fans, or competing virtual via technology and missing out on the fun riding in a bus or Suburban across Kansas. They also had to adapt to plastic barriers in the lunchroom and grab-and-go meals. Overall, these students who have followed the ideals of South High by being safe, honorable, and successful have done so during one of the most significant historical events of this century. Seniors, I commend each and every one of you for making the most of your high school career and wish you nothing but the best in your future. Thank you for being such a great senior class. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce today's guest speaker. Each year, it is a steadfast tradition that the senior class officers decide upon who they would like to invite to speak at commencement. This year, we are fortunate to have Danny Lemon. Danny is a native Kansan, born and raised in Salina County. She attended South High School, where she graduated in 2000. Danny pursued her education attending Sam Houston State, home of the Bearcats. There, she received her degree in criminal justice with a minor in psychology. Danny worked in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice at the Ellis Unit. In that job, she learned that you must know how to speak to people on a human level, as building relationships are crucial to safety and survival. Danny returned to Salina County and received an appointment as a police officer at the Salina Police Department, where she has served for 15 years. She worked for several years on patrol. She's a bicycle-trained officer and currently the department's police bicycle unit instructor. Danny was also one of the Special Olympics coordinators, managing the annual polar plunges and Special Olympics torch runs. She was the school resource officer at South High for 6 years, where she gained great insight into the staff of USD 305 and the minds of the students. In 2020, Danny was selected to become a detective for the Salina Police Department. She works on the team investigating homicides, felony sex crimes, crimes of violence, and other high-priority calls for service. According to her supervisor, Danny is tenacious and focuses on the victims who have been wronged by others. Her compassion is spectacular. Her sergeant wishes he had 5 Danny Lemons in the unit. I'm honored and pleased to introduce our distinguished speaker, Detective Danny Lemon.
I think the introduction's probably better than my speech, to be honest with you. But good afternoon, graduates, family, friends, faculty, and staff. It's quite the honor to be here. I'm going to be honest, when I was originally asked to be the speaker for graduation, I was pretty flattered and humbled. One, because I knew that the class of 2021, you all had decided to choose me. And second, because I knew the heavy hitters that I was following, speakers from South High. Okay. Those heavy hitters that I'm talking about, if you guys didn't catch that, I'm sorry. I was trying not to yell into the mic for you all. I'm used to talking loud in my job. But those heavy hitters were such as Mrs. Chamberlain, Mr. Poland, Mr. Massey, and of course, let's not leave out Mr. Ebert. So I have a good speech that I have to prepare for you guys, and I want to make sure that I don't let you all down. But I do have to say, when I was notified by one of your fellow students, Keegan over there, that I was selected, I'm not going to lie, I thought it was a senior prank. I was like, oh gosh, here we go. Check social media, was doing all that. I thought you guys had me. But nevertheless, here I am, and this is a chance for me to thank all of you, the student body, for the time that I had at South High as your school resource officer and all the fun that I had. I got to meet some amazing students, mentor some amazing students, and build relationships with the faculty and staff that to this day I still talk to daily. So thank you again for that time that I cherish. And I'll move on because I've been told that, this is a short speech. I don't want to keep you guys here for 45 minutes. I can be long-winded. I am quite certain that you all as graduates here recently have been receiving a ton of advice, maybe some unwanted advice from all the people around you who love you and care for you. Unfortunately for you guys, you asked for my advice. So it might be the prank is on you and not on me. It did take me quite a while to figure out exactly what I wanted to say to you guys. I thought, maybe I could tell a story about my life and intertwine it with a feel-good lesson. That's not really me. I also thought about talking about how you guys are stepping in today's society and the future that you guys will be building for us in the world that we live in. But the one thing that I kept coming back to was life and life itself, and how You guys are making some of the biggest decisions after today in your life. Some of you have decided, you're going to go off to college. Some of you have decided to go off to the military. Some of you are going to enter the workforce Monday morning with the rest of us. Congratulations. And some of you haven't decided yet, and that's okay, but those decisions are huge. And it's one of the first decisions as an adult that you guys are making on your life that's going to affect the rest of your life and how you live it. Your life, I should say, from this point on is yours, and only you are in charge of it. Only you can make those decisions that I can't make for you. Your mom and dad can't make those decisions for you here on out. And I'm not for sure if you could call up Miss Falcon and see if she could make those decisions for you or not. No? Oh, okay. She said no. I'm sorry. So, as you guys are probably wishing that she said no. She finally caught on. You're welcome. I'm sure you guys are probably wishing that I would, hurry up so that you guys can walk across this stage, because I get it. We've all been there. Literally 21 years ago, I was sitting in this same stadium waiting for the speaker to stop. But prior to letting you guys come up here, I kind of want to pass along a few of rules, I guess you could say, on how I live my life, and possibly how you guys may decide to live your life as well, I guess. So it took me quite a while to figure out some of these rules that I live on, 38 to be exact. Long years, hard years, fun years, some crazy years in there too. And that's some of the things that you guys get to look forward to living your life, making your decisions. And these rules help me with the decisions that I made that affect my daily living life. And I hope you guys may take at least one of these to heart. If not, that's okay, but I do hope you guys find your own set of rules. So I'll get to it. Number one, it's one of the easiest rules I think that are out there. If you fall down, if you fail, get back up as quick as you can and keep trying. Life's going to throw you those curveballs, guys, and unfortunately we're going to fail at things. We all do. Just get back up, keep trying, and be brave in those attempts, and just keep going. And number two, don't compare yourselves to others. I know in this world, I think that it's really easy to compare ourselves to others, but I think when we do that, we don't focus on who we truly are, and so we can't live the life that we want to live and be who we really want to be. So be true to yourselves and live and be you and only you. Number three, it's one of my favorites. Travel, have an adventure. Man, when one of your buddies say, hey, let's hop on the road and, go have some fun, do it. Build those memories, have some fun. Life is about going out there and living it. You won't regret making memories. Number four, tell the people that you love them. Cherish those people that you love. And when you get that opportunity, tell the people that you love them, because those people who we hold in the highest regards and that we love, they won't always be around. So when you get that chance, do it. And number five, make new friends. Guys, you guys are going off into college, military, work. Talk to new people. Talk to people you don't know. You don't know who you're going to meet, and you don't know the stories you're going to hear from these new people. You may meet a stranger, and that one story can change the way that you live your lives the rest of your life. Number six, have a good sense of humor. I can promise you, learn to laugh at yourself and realize that not everything is the end of the world. Number seven, Do your best and work hard. Whenever you're working hard and doing your best at anything and everything that you can do, people will notice, your employers will notice, your college professors will notice, and it shows that you care about what you're doing, and our employers like that about us. Number 8, be on time by at least 15 minutes. I know I got some looks on that one, but really, you guys are entering a time when if you're late, it's not going to work, okay? So be on time. By 15, I do 30, but I mean, we'll give you 15. I think that'll be good. Number 9, learn to be wrong. It's easy up here, realizing that you're wrong, but it's real hard if I have to admit that I'm wrong to somebody. We've all done it. It's not easy, but take that hard route if you can and admit that you're wrong and then learn from it. Number 10, learn to say I'm sorry. And I know that sounds silly because we all say it, but we all say it all the time. Learn to say it only when you mean it. Number 11, live in the now and don't dwell in the past. We do learn from our past, but don't live there. Live in the now, because you don't know who you're going to meet or what may come in front of you that you will miss if you're living in the past. So live in the present. Number 12, this one's pretty simple. Be honest. Don't lie. Number 13, be kind. In the world that we're living in, we need it. We need kindness. So when you get that opportunity, just be kind. Number 14, keep your promises. If you're going to go out and you're going to tell somebody that you're going to do it, whether it be your boss, your mom and dad, your spouse, whomever, keep that promise and do it. Number 15, this one's a big one, okay? Have good manners. Seriously, use please and thank you, say excuse me, say you're welcome, and remember when, you guys are going off into college and whatnot, have good table manners. You guys are going to meet a lot of new people. Have good table manners, okay? Number 16, drink lots of water. It's important, okay? Trust me on that one. Just drink lots of water. You guys won't trust me. And number 17, sorry, numbers are hard. Please, above all else, wear your seatbelts, okay? I mean, you all knew that you weren't getting out of here without me saying something like that. So please wear your seatbelt because it keeps you safe, and it also keeps your car from dinging, okay? But I could probably go on and on and on, but I don't want you guys to have to wait any further. So tomorrow you guys are going to start your lives outside of high school, in which I'm super happy for you guys. So go out there, live your life. I hope you guys can find a set of rules that you guys can live by. So go out there and live it, and live that life the best of your abilities. Congratulations, class of 2021. Thank you.
First off, thank you, Detective Lemon. Parents, family, teachers, administrators, and Board of Education, thank you for joining us today and supporting us on our journey to this point in our lives. Fellow classmates, congratulations on your success. I am proud to be standing here with you to celebrate this big event. I think back to the first day of freshman year and am reminded of the words that Mrs. Seforjan spoke. She told us that the goal we were setting out to achieve was to walk across this stage today, and I am grateful to have accomplished that goal alongside all of you. That day, we were all nervous little freshmen with no clue of the memories to be made and experiences to be shared in the next 4 years. Then, the next day, the first day we were supposed to be in real high school with the big kids, we had a gas leak and all sat in the gym together for a few hours before being sent home. I think we all left that day thinking, man, if this is what high school's like, I'm totally down. Well, it didn't go quite like that, but I hope we can look back on these last 4 years and appreciate the fond memories and successes you have had along the way. Our class is special because we had the chance to experience South High in both the old and new buildings, which brings back memories of water leaks, unplanned fire drills, students being tossed to the ceiling at homecoming, and popsicles when the AC went out in the pods. Class of 2021, we have been through it. While there have been times of dispute and rivalry, we came together in the end and are able to stand together here today. Whether we were crying until we were laughing in Mrs. Pittenger's English class, or laughing until we were crying in Mr. Harris's history class, and yes, I did both of those, we made some of the best memories together through the last 4 years. As we all know, the end of our junior year was canceled due to COVID-19, and we missed out on many of the monumental events of junior and senior year. We could stand here and feel sorry for ourselves, but I am so proud of the way that we have joined with one another and learned not to take our lives for granted. We have demonstrated resilience, poise, and adaptability to a world that is ever changing. Many of us did not see each other for an entire year, from March of 2020 to March of 2021, which was a quarter of our high school career. I know this was not ideal, and many felt periods of isolation, but that makes this time we get to spend together here all the more special. We tackled challenges in the last year that nobody before us did. We have been forced to grow up, mature, and become more responsible much quicker than expected, but that is only going to benefit us in the end. Some of us are so ready to leave, and others not as much, but the time has come. And everyone here is eager to see where the road of life will take us and what paths we might travel. Each one will be different and will certainly have rocks, potholes, and curves, but rely on the people here today to bring us through that adversity. Lean on one another and be reminded of how far we have come. Choose to live a life worth living. We have been given the tools for success, but only we can control what happens from here. The faculty and staff at South High taught us to have a positive attitude and work hard, and I truly believe these two principles will get us far in life. If we think of life like a highway, we begin to see that some of us will be cruising down a 2-lane in the middle of nowhere where life is smooth and carefree, but then hit a pothole and be forced to stop and fix the damage. Others may be on a curvy, winding road that has cliffs and boulders threatening harm on each side. Sometimes it will seem like we are lost in the chaos around us, and at others we will be stuck at a standstill in a traffic jam. There will be times where it seems easy and cruise control is on, but there will also be white knuckles, sweaty palms moments where we are wondering whether we're going to make it out alive. Here's the deal. Everyone's road is going to look different, but what we're going to look back on in the end is the people we enjoyed life with and what we learned along the way. So I want to encourage us to buckle up and enjoy the ride. We have so much potential, and I'm excited to see where our roads will lead us. While I know we are all tired of hearing and talking about the COVID-19 pandemic, this global event has truly shaped our generation and taught us some of the most valuable lessons. One of the main ones, overcoming adversity. This is a topic discussed frequently in our sports huddles and class discussions, but it's sometimes difficult to put into practice. Through my leadership experiences here at South High, I have discovered that we don't know what is going on in the lives of those around us. I don't know what the student sitting next to me in class is facing. I don't know why that individual seems frustrated and on edge today. But what I do know is that everyone is battling his or her own adversity. This past year, we have faced lots of challenges, often on our own. Most importantly, though, we found ways to connect with one another in ways like never before. We have learned to be kind because everyone is struggling. We learned to be patient and have grace. We learned that sometimes plans A, B, and C fail, which is where innovation, creativity, and resilience come into play. I want to encourage us to remember this time in our lives as we move forward and use the ways in which you have grown to leave society better than you found it. Take advantage of the opportunities that come your way, and don't forget to turn around and lend others a hand. Remember that the best way to learn is to fail. Fail a few times, and maybe even many, but keep pursuing. Closing this chapter in life, look around. Notice the people sitting next to you. Pay attention to the teachers seated behind you. Observe those in the crowd above here to cheer you on and those supporting from home. These are the people who have provided the foundation for the rest of your life. Take time to thank them and truly capture what you have learned from these people. While we are all going to open a new chapter, take a moment to soak in the end of this one and simply notice the people here to support you. They want to see you succeed, so go out and make them proud. Make South High proud. Create a life that others look up to. Use your gifts and talents to serve others. You have mastered your soft skills, and now is the time to put them into action. Seriously, though, our teachers have prepared us for this moment, and it's finally here. Congratulations.
Thank you, Reese. Guests, our ceremony is to honor the class of 2021. Graduation marks one of the most important milestones in a young person's life. Each year, we uphold the outstanding traditions and programs of South High. Most notable for this class is the group of students we're about to recognize for our Outstanding Citizens Awards. These outstanding citizens are recognized for demonstrating a marked respect for country, assuming responsibility for improving their school and community, and showing reverence for life. The Senior Class Citizen Award winners, as selected by their peers for the class of 2021, are Reese Altman and Nathan Streeter. The outstanding young citizens, as selected by the faculty and staff for the class of 2021, are Reese Altman and Devin Younghams. "26 students achieved a GPA of 4.0 or better every semester throughout their high school career. Students, please stand as I call your names and remain standing. Audience, please hold your applause until all the names have been read. Reese Altman, Evie Barth, Caitlin Bergman, Mackenzie Bullis, Madeline Crow, Maya Daly, Lauren Davison, Alexis Doherty, Autumn Dunshee, Eileen Escobedo, Macy Exline, Morgan Fisher, Diana Geist, Mariah Yonda, Hannah Kipp, Tiana Marion, Nathan McConnell, Om Patel, Lily Pham, Shauna Rorig, Riley Sater, Emma Smith, Nathan Streeter, Michelle Tran, Travis Strong, and Yuritsa Vega. Congratulations, you may be seated for a moment. We would like to also recognize the top 10% of the graduating class. Will the following students please stand and be recognized? Again, hold applause until all names have been read. Reese Altman, Evie Barth, Caitlin Bergman, Leah Bigsby, Mackenzie Bullis, Madeline Crow, Maya Daly, Lauren Davison, Alexis Doherty, Eileen Escobedo, Macy Exline, Morgan Fisher, Diana Geist, Elizabeth Guardado, Megan Hausholter, Mariah Yonda, Hannah Kipp, Tiana Marion, Nathan McConnell, Om Patel, Lily Pham, Zozan Reitz, Riley Sater, Emma Smith, Nathan Streeter, Michelle Tran, Travis Strong, and Yuritsa Vega. Please join me in congratulating the top 10% of the class. You may be seated. We are very pleased that we are able to conduct this ceremony after a year of historic challenges and gather to celebrate these students for their hard work and achievement. It is wonderful to be here in person for graduation. Please be respectful to our graduates and their families and friends. I ask you to refrain from any air horns or artificial noisemakers and allow for families to hear the names of each and every graduate. Graduating class, please stand at this time. President Grant, USD 305 Board of Education members, Superintendent Exline, faculty, parents, relatives, and guests, Each member of this graduating class has completed the academic requirements as mandated by the Kansas State Department of Education, USD 305, and Salina High School South. Each member of the class of 2021 is recommended to receive a diploma. In celebration of one of the most memorable classes in Salina High School South history, I now present the class of 2021. Congratulations. It is now time for the presentation of diplomas.
Cassidy Nicole Adams. Michael M. Alley. Joshua Amador. Zachary D. Ames. Jordan R. Anderson. Eduardo Gabriel Arceo. Abraham Nicholas Arias. Maria A. Arias. Les T. Arnold. Clayton Andrew Bailey. Saul Becerra. Cade C. Barber. Evie Grace Barth. Miriam Guadalupe Benavidez. Caitlin M. Bergman. Caleb L. Berry. Jennifer A. Berry. Leah M. Bigsby. Cody A. Blair. Jacob Andrew Blair. Tyler Blake Blevins. Dylan Dean Bowles. Tanner K. Boyer. Piper Joyce Brady. Owen Matthew Boley. Mackenzie Maria Bullis. Brockton K. Burr. Logan M. Burr. Kayla Jewel Bootsanoy. Nayeli Caballero. Avery Lynn Cadle. Heidi Elizabeth Ann Caesar. Eduardo Cardona Rodriguez. Hector Cardona Rodriguez. Lillian Ann Carpenter. Ashley M. Caraway. Caden A. Castle. Emma Marie Castelli. Roman Castro. Lolly Castro. Peyton A. Clouston. Azucena Coronado. Fernanda Cortez Monreal. Melanie Cortez Moreno. Cody William Cotton. Daniel A. Cox. Madeline Joy Crow. Jocelyn Raquel Cuevas. Maya Wessel Daly. V. Kim Dow. Lauren A. Davison. Jaden Marie DeGarmo. Andrea Diaz. Valeria Diaz. JC Ray Deal. Kylie Jordan Denning. Alexis Brooke Doherty. Marita Dominguez. Jaden Isaiah Donner. Autumn L. Dungy. Hunter S. Dungy.
Dakota Dawn Dvorak. Aaliyah Ray Escalante. Tatum Escamilla. Eileen Escobedo. Mariela Esparza Martinez. Darrell Blanks Evans. Macy Catherine Exline. Monique R. Fair. Kinsley A. Ferris. Rocio Jeanette Figueroa Castro. Alexander C. Foster. Crystal Franco Ramos. Elizabeth Ann Franco. Mackenzie Friedhoff. Andrew J. Froschner. Taryn Todd Galloway. Cassandra Garcia. Heather Rosavis Gebhardt. Taylor Janae Gear. Diana Lavon Geis. Stella P. Gestel. Kevin Robert Gibbons. Corbin Andrew Glavin. Mason Eugene Glavin. Alfredo Guadalupe Gomez. Amaya Olivia Govain. Ryan Zachary Graff. Brooke Michelle Gray. Elizabeth Guadarado. Ellie Catherine Haynes. Miles Parker Hammond. Tayden J. Hansen. Destiny Skylar Hardman. Ian James Harper. Destiny E. Harris. Ariana Irene Hawk. Jackson Charles Hayes. Hunter R. Hart. Destiny Deanne Rose Hedges. Jenna Marie Henderson. Kaiser J. Hendricks. Nicholas Gage Highsmith. Grace Elizabeth Hilbert. Herman Hill IV. Diego E. Nojosa. Justice L. Hokett. Haley Joe Holtz. Jesse Danielle Hoppick. Megan Hunter Householter. Blair Michelle Huffman. Ethan Shane Hughes. Kyle J. Island. Mariah Nicole Yonda. Brandon T. Jeffries. Denise Jimenez. Arlander James Johnson IV. Corbin R. Johnson. Haley Joanne Johnson. Joseph J. Johnson Vieira. Emily Paige Jordan. Joshua James Jordan. Trinity Janie Kiomani Vong. Dominic Kiofamini Pelk.
Ian Tyler Kepperseth. Hannah Mary Kipp. Carter S. Kirby. Isaac John Clausen. Clayton Lee Knipp. Haley Paige Kraus. Cameron Elizabeth Coolis. Owen James Coolis. Sydney Coolis. Taylor Ellen Lacey. Kylie Elizabeth Ladwig. Andrew Michael Lagerman. Sophie Renee Landauer. Mason Grant Lauver. Darren B. Lee. Grace Addison Lee. Emily Dawn Litke. Caden D. Lloyd. Sophia Grace Lobato. Abram Lopez. Giovanni Lopez. Leslie Jocelyn Macias. Allison Yesenia Maldonado. Rebecca Elise Merez. Brandon Marin. Tiana Olivia Marion. Jamie Ivani Martinez. Kylie Martinez. Ryan Allen Mason. Giovanni Thace McCall. Nathan Hunter McConnell. Courtney I. McCullough. Seth Miller. Nicholas Ian Mitchell. Reagan Dawn Moeller. Jocelyn Monreal. Giannica Francis Munez. Jorge A. Navarro. Brooklyn Grace Norwood. Alexa R. Noonmaker. Tegan Evelyn O'Brien. Bailey J. O'Connor. Brandon L. Oakes. Anthony Arturo Ojeda. Adeline M. Olenberger. Jesus Jose Oropeza. Adrian Ortega. Grant Osborne. Elizabeth K. Packard. Alexander Jordan Park. Jara N. Parnell. Om M. Patel. Dev Vinod Patel. Griffin K. Peterson. Lily Pham. Shayna Vilay Fetsimfu. Jennifer Proy Pam Chalern. Alyssa Lee Pike. Anthony Pena. Adriana Perez. Anthony W. Preciado.
Matthew Kevin Polkerbeck. Aiden Christopher Quill. Lisbeth Kiros. Owen Jediel Ramos Rodriguez. Alexandria K. Rector. Layla Radetsky. Zozan Alexander Ritz. Daniela D. Rodman. Derek R. Roberts. Anthony V. Rodriguez. Gabriela Rodriguez. Shauna Renee Rorig. Carly E. Rowdybush. Tyler Michael Rowland. Briley K. Sater. Kylie K. Satang. Saley Denise Sajak. Adriana Salas. Madison Altman Schaefer. Manaya Marie Schimmel. Sarah E. Scragg. Colin R. Schreiber. Nicholas J. Schutz. Zaida Segura de Luna. Sabrina N. Schuler. Leslie Silvestri. Caden W. Simmons. Cameron Colleen Ann Sitton. Avery Lynn Smith. Emma Joanne Smith. Tristan R.J. Sonneberger. Elizabeth A. Staley. Dylan J. Stover. Miranda Noel Strang. Clayton Lee Strecker. Nathan E. Streeter. Jovan A. Suarez. Sierra C. Swartz. Aiden J. Taylor. Abigail D. Thompson. Bryson A. Tomas. Daphne Michelle Torres. Lisbeth M. Torres. Avon L. Tran Nguyen. Michelle N. Tran. Tara T. Tresvant. Fu H. Trin. Travis T. Trong. Madison Amaya Turner Redeker. Jaya Isley Varela. Evan Vaughn. Yuritsa A.D. Vega. Donald Brady Walker. Drake Matthew Webb. Michael Emery Wigand. Brandon Worth. Christopher Jamara Williams, Jr. Shahayla Helen Wilson. Ayla Yeager. Whitney M. Young. Jasper Balute Zabala. Myreli Zepeda Aranda.
Reese Olivia Altman. Devin Austin Younghens. Keegan G. Exline. Morgan A. Fisher.
Before we celebrate Class of 2021, please stand. Transfer your tassel from the right side to the left. Salina South High School, Class of 2021.
You may be seated. We wouldn't be sitting here without the help of many people. Thank you to our parents for sticking with us through the ups and downs. Thank you to our teachers for challenging and preparing us for the future. Thank you to our coaches for teaching us the importance of working hard and fighting adversity. And thank you to our administration for keeping our student sections sportsmanlike. On a serious note, thank you to our administration for finding a way to get us back to school all together this year. These people and many more have invested so much time and effort for our success, and we are forever grateful.
Every single person who has walked across the stage today deserves the honor of graduation. We should be proud of ourselves as we have accomplished all the wild things high school has thrown our way. As we leave here today, look back on the memories we have made at South High. Appreciate those memories, whether they include going to Friday night football games, going to hang out at Paul Mart, or listening to Mr. Harris talk about who has the best onion rings in Salina. As we walk out the door, know that there is so much more in life to look forward to. Starting this new chapter might be terrifying for some of us. It might be incredibly exciting for others. It is time to go out and conquer all fear. Even though our time at South High is over, we know the show goes on. Thank you for coming to celebrate this special day with us. Please remain seated until the graduates have left the room.